Right, we're going to have another go at turning things. I've turned the engine so all the pistons are level. I've got the injector pump with my Milwaukee. It's just a bit tight because of this big bloody intercooler. But I'm going to spin it, listen for some noise, and watch the injectors. There was no high-pitched squeaking. Now, I don't think my drill's powerful enough to turn the cam, so I'm going to take the rocker shaft out and the push rods, and probably the glow plugs too, and see what that's like. But there was no noise from there, so I'm kind of happy with that. And I'll turn the ignition off because it's got an electric pump on it. Well, there was diesel coming out of it, and it spawned, and there was no high-pitched squeaky. So I'm alright with that. Let's see what happens now. Taking the rocker shafts out, taking the glow plugs out. Now I'll just give it a quick spin. It's a bit deceiving going off the cam, but let's just see what it's like on the drill. Now, if I turn it any faster, you're going to hear the cams hitting the roller and knocking it up. You know what I mean? But that's not the noise. No screeching there. Kind of happy with that. Didn't think there was. So I've got them out, I've got that out, we've done the injector pump, we've done that. People are saying that this piece is hitting the cam, the bolts are hitting this and pushing it forward. No, it isn't, because there's no timing cover on, so that doesn't matter. We've got fuel come through the pump, that's not noisy. I'm just a bit suspicious about the pump timing now. I've got everything else out, but there's no noise. It has to be something in the bell housing or something. There's no fuel pump on it, there's no vacuum pump on it. Now Curtis and I tried it the other day with our foot on the pedal. That didn't seem to make much of a difference. It didn't go away. So what the hell it is, I don't know. But look, you can see how... Oh no, you can't see, can you? But you can see how free that cam is. Look at that. There's nothing on that. There's no play this way. Just the right amount, about 1/1000 of an inch, 2/1000. That's it. Any other suggestions? Set fire to it? Claim on the insurance? I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. So, that's the best we can do. I'm just wondering if there's any free play on that clutch. I've taken everything else off. I might as well take the cover off the clutch pedal and make sure it's not engaging. I'll do that now. Well, I checked the clutch job. I did too because the nuts were loose. I know Jeff had a bit of a trouble with the clutch, so I'll tighten those up in a minute. Now it's got some free play on the pedal. I don't know if it's going to make any difference or not. I don't know, I'm focused now. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. It's not the cam. Not the injector pump. Mind you, I've taken that much off this bloody thing now. I think I'll check the timing on the pump as well to make sure it's not out, make sure everything's good. The only thing I can do now is to bolt it back up again. Well, I'll check the timing. Bolt it back up. Now the injectors are working, the pump's working. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. It didn't seem sparkly like it should have been. Could be out a bit. Well, we've had that with the 200, haven't we? Well, it's almost in the right position anyway, so let's do that. Well, this is going to be a bit difficult to film, but I'm just checking the pump timing. So there is 0. I'm going to put the pin down, get the pin in there, and it's actually 123.24. It should be 156, so it's out. Mind you, there again, this has got the exhaust gas recirculation type pump on. I wonder if that makes a difference. I'll have to check, but it's not the best. But let's check it again, just make sure. God, it's difficult, isn't it? Neither another arm. So there's the pump. There's the pin in now. 120. See, if I move the bolt, it's locked into place now. So it's 120. So there's something not quite right. I'll have to check on what this pump setting should be. But obviously it's been deleted. But I never for the life of me found out what all this lot does here. I have no idea. You can never find any information in the books. Right, we've got the pump in the vise. It's just the same as doing the other 200 TDI one. Set the pin to 0. Just make sure that this is nice and free to move. It's not sticking. Pin. So we're going to turn that until the pin locates. There. 113. It should be around about here. No, it won't go in. So we're going to take the locking pin out and pull off the pulley. We need to get our pulley location, pulley holder on there. That's one of the important things we've got to do. And then we can set this up. On these exhaust gas recirculation pumps, they didn't have the long bolt like this with the little horseshoe type spacer at the back. So this bolt will not lock up the pump. It's only there as a stopper. What you've got to do is find a long bolt. Now I think it's M10 by 1, but it's considerably longer. I'll take this one out and I'll show you. So there you can see the bolt that we've just taken out, and you can see that one's longer. Of course, that's going to drain all the diesel out. Put that into here. There we go. We'll put the camera back on the stand. We'll look at the observe here and get the pin in. So we've got our gauge on there. We're going to turn it to 1.6. So there's 1, and we're going to come all the way around. 154.16 isn't too bad. And now we're going to lock up that bolt. There. Now we can take the nut off here and then take it off, but I'll show you how far this was off. If you can see there, it's not quite in line, is it? It's a little bit off. It's not much, it doesn't take much at all. So checking that your gauge hasn't moved, pull off the pulley here, pull the pulley off, so you've got that. I've just put the nut on because I'm going to tighten it up, but turn it so that the pin goes into the pulley really easy. Now tighten the bolt up, the nut, sorry, and just like I said, just make sure that pin goes in and out. It is a bit slack, you know, but... And don't tighten it up just on this pin in this housing, because you can crack the housing. Really easy to do. Now we'll take off our tool. Sometimes you have to do this 2 or 3 times. Take out the pin. Unlock. And it will spin round. There you go. Now, we can turn this again and put our pin in. See what we get up to. So, there's 0. 1. It's 6. There's our pin in at 159. I think we'll call it a day at that. That's pretty good. If you're ever wondering the pattern for this here, just copy this. You can see it's got the where the bolt holes go through, and the slot, and the diameter of there, and then you can just reproduce it. I mean, if you had a spare one, you could weld a bar onto that, but I haven't got any. Right. Let's get it on, as Marvin Gaye used to say, and then we'll start to build up this engine again, because I can't see anything untowards. Now that's done, it should be a bit more sparkly.